What is up, guys? What is up, guys? What is up? It's a 2008 Pixar movie. Look how chubby that kid is. Oh, guys, we're doing a video. Today we are watching Guess Who Lives with Their Parents. It's a lineup video from Cut. I felt like it's fitting since I now live with my parents. It was my birthday 3 days ago. I'm 21. Oh, nope. I am not 21. Oof. I'm actually, believe it or not, 25. So let's have some fun.
Do I look like I live with my parents?
First impression?
Well, yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Absolutely, it was the cat shirt.
They probably put him in there as a plant, though. They probably put him in there as a plant. You know, they want to make us think he's an absolute loser, but really he runs like a Fortune 500 company.
I'm Truth. I'm 16 years old and I'm a student.
I'm Isla.
Whoa, 16? I didn't know 16-year-olds were allowed to be on YouTube.
I'm 26 years old and I am in between jobs right now.
You're unemployed.
That's another way you could say that.
Let's go. We got absolute losers so far.
I did like living with my family. It's just, I think I have a much more westernized perspective. I come from a culture where like you very much live with your parents well into adulthood.
And I'm here for that. Let's normalize that. Let's normalize me living with my parents so I can be dateable again.
Today you're guessing if adults still live with their parents.
Oh, that sounds like it can get offensive real fast.
Whoa, buddy. There's nothing offensive about living with your parents. It's a smart financial decision as an adult. Whatever, kid.
Is it just like adults, not like teenagers?
No teenagers.
And yet they still live with their parents?
Alright, me and this kid are gonna fight. You got a rude awakening coming, bud. A lot of big discoveries on the way. Better watch your ass.
Physically, what are indicators that you're looking for today?
Either people on the younger side or people that look like they don't leave the house.
If they're an adult living with their parents, they're usually gamers or Twitch streamers.
He didn't say YouTubers. He did not say YouTubers. I want to make it very clear, he did not directly say YouTubers.
Questions might you answer?
If you had a $100 bill right now, what would you spend it on? That kind of clues into me what their priorities are.
Slots. Right now, slots. It was my birthday weekend. We went up to Indianapolis. On the way back from Indianapolis, we stopped at 3 different casinos. Turned $18 into $140 over the course of 3 stops on the road. Tell me that's not absolutely electric.
And if they're saying things like, oh, you know, clothing, blah, I'm like, you still live with your mom, bro.
Exactly. Slots, okay, that's an adult move. I'm turning that money into more money. It's responsible.
Hello, what's your name?
I'm Case.
Off rip, yeah, he does. Off rip, he does.
I'm gonna say you live with your parents.
You have like a baby face. I don't know, you look like you're still like a child at heart and you're probably like a mama's boy.
Did you shave your beard today? Like, I don't know.
This is how I do it.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
My first initial read is he does not live with his parents. He probably has a really tough blue-collar job.
I'm not getting that vibe from him, I gotta be honest. He's giving like IT guy, you know?
What are your hobbies?
I shoot stills as a hobby and I do motion picture as the job.
Yeah, okay. He's an artist.
People who do photography and like videography, I feel like that kind of seems like they don't make that much money.
Hey, you're right.
Shooting like Grammy-winning movies.
Oscars,
maybe.
but yeah,
Oscars.
I've done a
same
few.
thing. Oh, you shot Oscar movies.
I've worked in production on them, yeah.
Do you have a good relationship with your parents?
Yes, especially now.
Especially now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he lives with his parents.
Probably no. I'm thinking probably not now.
Hearing that you worked on Oscar-winning movies, I don't think you live with your parents.
He's kind of defensive like a person that would live with his parents. I would know.
I still want to say you don't live with your parents.
You are not right.
He does. I should have stuck with my gut. Trust yourself, Ben. Trust yourself. This is a lesson we need to learn. Stop flip-flopping. Trust your gut. Be confident.
Okay.
I live with my parents.
Oh my God! What are you talking about?
Yeah, here's what I'll say. You can win an Oscar and still not be rich. I mean, some of those movies are super low budget. Oftentimes, sorry industry, sorry LA if you're listening, the cheapest ones are the ones that have the most direction because there's not a bunch of fucking grubby little rich people ruining the art.
Last year, if you weren't aware, there was a major strike.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that was brutal. I mean, there's like no work right now for anyone.
And your parents were like, you can come stay with us.
They have a guest bedroom, and they still like me.
Wow,
Yeah.
congratulations, 36 and your parents still like you?
Yeah.
It's an accomplishment.
Don't burn those bridges, guys. Thank them for dinner tonight, you know?
Based off your appearance, you look like an independent woman.
I'm going off rip. Yes. Yes, I'm saying yes.
You just don't look like you live with your parents.
What makes you say that?
Full beat, the gold, the fit, like you look very independent.
Hey, you can be independent and still live with your parents. In fact, you have way more money to look like this.
What do you do for work?
I'm a social worker.
Yeah, social worker, she's living at home. Social work, come on, baby. That's a love of the game profession.
But in social work, you know, it's not known for being paid handsomely.
Does your job pay you pretty well?
Yeah, I would say so. I do have a savings and then I don't have any college debt.
Is most of your money going to your savings?
I would say a good portion of it does.
I think you do live with your parents. You have a good amount in your savings, and it's really hard to do that if you're paying rent because rent is ridiculous.
Rent's ridiculous everywhere, too. You know, I lived in Los Angeles for almost 3 years. I'm in Kansas City, Missouri now, and my friends are like paying the same amount in rent as I was out there. It's expensive everywhere now.
I think you don't live with your parents.
That is incorrect. I live with my
Oh
parents.
my god, this is literally like a setup. Oh my god.
This kid's about to learn. This kid's about to learn what real life is like.
I grew up with food stamps and my parents were able to build a really beautiful life right after I graduated from college. So
I'm entitled to some of that.
Yeah.
Reap them damn rewards, baby. Come on. You can't kick me out the house now you're doing good.
Would you like to meet my mom?
Oh, your mom's here. Bring her out.
We got a mom in the chat? Let's go. Let's get some moms out here.
Do you enjoy having your daughter live with you?
Enjoy? Not necessarily.
Jesus. Come on, Mom.
She grew up with teen parents. I figure let her enjoy now that we are in a better place.
Do you pay your parents any kind of rent?
I do.
Why are you bringing that up? Why are you saying stuff like that? Don't blow her spot like that. I make dinner every now and then. They buy the ingredients, but I make it. I make it.
How long you gonna let her be lavish like this?
Hey, chill, dude. Why are you asking questions like that?
She has to buy a house pretty soon.
Has to.
Yes, because once she leaves, she cannot come back.
What if she's out in the world, she got married like you wanted, she got her own house, but then no prenup, she gets 50% taken away, and then she has to go back living at home with that? You'd never let her?
Why are 16-year-olds talking about prenups now? Like, what are we doing? This is what the internet has done to kids. 16-year-olds shouldn't be thinking about the financial aspects of divorce. That's like a 23-year-old thought.
No.
Oh.
I feel like you don't take a risk and you don't work harder if you know that you have a backup plan.
I think you can take more risk when you have a safety net. So I actually disagree with that take wholeheartely.
Mom seems sweet, but like a little scary. Like I'm nervous and you're not even my mom. Yeah.
What's your name?
Beverly.
Beverly. Okay, that's nice. That's a nice name.
Beverly, she looks kind of young. She kind of looks like a cartoon character in the best way possible. I don't mean that offensively. Is that mean to say? Is that wrong to say? Can we talk about how some people look like cartoon characters? I don't know. She seems young, but I don't think she lives with her parents.
You look like you have yourself really put together. I see the gold necklace.
Can I see your hands?
Yeah.
Are you married? Engaged?
It's a promise ring.
A promise ring. Is it a promise ring because of religion, or is it a promise ring just because like
Relationship.
They got religious promise rings? I'm gonna look that up. Okay, religious promise ring. Why? Signifies an oath to God. All right, didn't know that.
Are you Hispanic?
I was gonna say, it seems like she's Latin. I think you have a higher likelihood of living with your family if you're Latin.
Another culture where people typically are okay living with their parents.
Are you in school or do you work?
I'm both full-time student and full-time worker.
That's crazy.
I know, girl. I'm trying to be
Good
a
for
lawyer.
Here we go.
I think you have the capability of living on your own, but I think you're really smart and you're Catholic, and I don't think your parents would necessarily approve of you living with like your significant other. So I think you do live with your parents.
Are they all gonna live with their parents? I'm confused.
Don't look like someone that is taken care of by their parents. Am I right?
No.
This kid just assumes that if you live with your parents, you're like a fuck up. It's just that rent is really expensive right now. It's like at an all-time high. I don't know if you've seen the reports. Rent all-time high to like a point that's just kind of ridiculous.
Think about this. Okay, first of all,
Okay.
I'm half Asian, so I'm not being racist.
Okay.
But Asians love to stay with their parents. I don't know why. If they don't stay at home, then they move to a different house and bring their parents with them.
Yeah, you think I'm Asian?
Oh, are you not Asian?
No.
Oh my God. Wait, what? You look
Asian?
real Asian,
I
girl.
know.
I mean, she kind of looks Asian, but I think she looks more Latin to me. Sometimes Latin people look a little Asian. Sometimes white. Everyone kind of just looks like others things sometimes. Woo! Got that one.
I'm Hispanic, so I'm Mexican.
Oh, is that why you live with your parents? Like same kind of ideals, or?
Yeah.
So she does live with her parents. Okay, well give us someone that doesn't. Cut. Otherwise, it's not a very fun game. This next one, I don't even have to see them. They don't live with their parents. Because otherwise, why are you putting 4 in a row? That's crazy.
You can't move out of here until you're like married or like engaged, so.
Tell your boyfriend, get on it.
Girl, I've been trying.
Get on it.
Don't. Take your time.
These people are like changing my perspective on like people who live with their parents.
We love to see growth. We love to see personal growth.
Hello. What's your name?
See, now this is what I'm saying. I think he's a ringer. I think he's a ringer.
Do I look like I live with my parents?
First impression?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was the cat shirt.
Off the bat, I'm so sorry. I feel like you live with your parents.
Why do you think that?
Your shirt.
Okay.
This video is dismantling stereotypes one by one.
You look like you maybe like to play video games, or you work like from home or something. Am I totally wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like completely wrong?
I don't play video games.
Bro, you should try them. They're sick. Games are sick.
I am a producer and a host at a radio station.
See, these people just haven't had enough time with production people. They haven't spent enough time with creatives because they all just aren't normal people. Nobody in the arts are normal.
If you had $1,000 right now, what would you spend it on?
Save it.
That was a sensible ass response.
I'm sorry, how much money? Oh, okay, 1,000. I thought she said 10,000. I was gonna say, no way I'm not splurging a little bit with 10,000.
I don't think you live with your parents.
No, I'm sticking with my guess. I think you live with your parents.
Okay.
Am I right?
No.
No?
No.
Told you, I'm a genius. Woo! Breaking down stereotypes, one cut video at a time.
Hi.
Based on appearance, I don't think she lives with her parents.
What am I thinking here? What am I thinking? Guess. Put it in the comments. What do you think I'm thinking right now? If you guessed cornball, you're correct. I think she does not live with her parents.
How old are you, first of all?
I'm 25.
Never mind. If she's 25, she probably does live with her parents because that's the most reasonable age to live with your parents. If you're 25 years old, you should live with your parents, and it's weird if you don't. It's weird if you don't as a 25-year-old live with your parents. So she does. I changed my thing.
Did you go to college?
I did.
So what did you major in?
Child development.
Oh.
What was that about? Oh.
Wait, like child development, like doctor-wise?
No.
I love 16-year-old. Whoa. Omit the last. Jesus.
Working with kids in like a preschool or something like that.
Oh, so you're like a teacher.
I don't do it anymore.
So then what do you do?
Right now I'm in between jobs.
25, baby. That's 25.
What brings you to Seattle?
I'm going through a divorce.
I feel like she probably lives with her parents.
I am gonna go back on my first thought. I'm gonna say that you live with your parents because unemployed. So you
I'm
don't.
not unemployed. I'm
Oh,
in between
so-
jobs.
Just like,
I'm gonna say that maybe you do live with your parents because like, how would you be paying for like anywhere to live if you're not making money as of right now?
she was like, buddy, you're missing things. I'm in between jobs. I'm still making money just in between jobs.
Thinking because of the divorce, you might live with your parents.
There's something about you that's telling me that you don't. I don't know what it is. If you do, it's probably recent. Do you live with your parents?
I do.
25, baby. 25. Life hits you like a train. You're 22, you're 23, you're living life, you're having fun, then you turn at one point, and then it's just like headlights. Life.
Mom's actually here.
Oh, she's here.
Did you want to talk to her?
Oh, is she coming in?
Let's go. We got another mom appearance. I'm loving it. I love moms.
What would you say is like your favorite thing about her being home and your least favorite thing?
I like knowing that she's like home safe at night. The worst thing I would say is that she's not a kid. She's an adult.
No elaboration on that. Just that, yeah, she's an adult now and she kind of sucks more.
What does that imply?
Well, when somebody is a child, some of the things that they do are cute.
Whoa. I still do cute shit. I still make funny jokes. My parents still love me.
Kind of like hygiene-wise, like does she just leave dirty socks around and the dishes in the sink or what?
Dishes.
I do not.
See, I wish that I'm doing the fucking dishes at home. Then again, maybe they'd argue like, hey, you're living here without paying rent. Maybe do the dishes.
Based off of the appearance,
No.
immediately I want to say no. You do not live with your parents.
Right off the bat, I do not think that she lives with her parents.
Because people who are all black, they can't live with their parents. It's impossible.
You just look kind of like independent woman, like girl power.
I like this kid.
Do you have a good relationship with your parents?
It's decent.
Decent?
It's decent.
Okay.
Yes.
Were you born in the US?
I was born in China, but we moved here when I was like 12 years old.
Maybe she lives at home. I don't know. Honestly, I just felt like I had to say something. I felt like I went too long without saying something.
That would make me believe that you are not as westernized as I am necessarily. I think I'm gonna go back on what I guessed and say that you do still live with your parents.
I don't think you live with your parents. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, well you gotta put more than one guy. I'm sorry. It's off balance right now. 6 people and only one of them has lived with their parents. It's not a fun game if they all just live with their parents except for the one guy that's a plant. That's a plant where you messaged him, you said, hey, make sure you wear your dorkiest outfit to the shoot today. Hey, make sure you look like a total fucking loser. Come on.
I live with my grandparents, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't count. Grandparents is different. Guess who lives with their parents is what it's called. Not grandparents. So she doesn't live with her parents. She doesn't. So I was right.
What's up, dog?
How's it going?
Sup, dog?
I like your sleeve.
Oh, thanks.
I feel like I have to say he doesn't live with his parents just because so many people in this video have lived with their parents.
I don't think he lives with his parents based on his appearance. I think you brought him here to throw people off because he's in a chair, but I'm in a chair, and I know that you don't need to live with people when you're in a chair.
Is that what they're doing? Do people in chairs typically live with their parents? I don't know. This guy's got one leg posted up on the other. I feel like he's probably doing all right.
Oh boy, this is a tough one. Have you always been in a wheelchair?
No, I've been in a wheelchair for about 17 years.
Do you mind me asking why?
I had a construction accident where a wall fell down on me, and
A wall fall down on you. Could you imagine? One day you're just like walking, the next day a wall falls on you? That sounds horrifying.
messed me up real good. Like,
There probably was a lawsuit involved that possibly could have given you a payout. Is that true?
that is true, but nothing like it.
Nothing
It
worth.
held me out for a few years, and then
Okay.
it was.
The goal is like a Walmart truck. I play guitar, so my goal is like I get hit by a Walmart truck and I can't use my left pinky anymore. We can make a case that I was a musician. I can't play instruments the same way that I used to. Bigger bucks. Walmart's gonna pay out. Walmart, Amazon, Apple, any big brand truck, that's my life's goal.
Based off of what you just told me, I think you were back living with your parents while you're going to school. Am I right?
You are so very wrong.
Fuck me.
Let's go! I was right though, but I was right.
I like to do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want, and like that just, I found this.
Were
not
you like
really-
in a frat in college?
Not at all.
I was gonna say, I literally had the same, I was like, this guy sounds like I was thinking more stoner. I was thinking, he just sounds like a fucking partier though, that kind of, I realized just then I didn't really change my voice at all just then. In my head I did an impression, but I think in reality nothing changed.
I graduated high school, I bought a van, I lived in it, and I snowboarded professionally for like 5 years, and then got a real job, and that construction job broke my spine, put me in a wheelchair, but as soon as I got out of the hospital after a year, I was still just running hard, so.
Damn, dude. That sounds like the beginning of like a movie.
Do people make assumptions about you living with your parents at all?
I think like people have the assumption that I probably live with my parents or I'm somewhat dependent on them just at first glance, but I love seeing that look in their eyes, like when they go to try to hold the door open for me and I'll just blast out of it, like myself, rip it open, blast out, and then shoot down the sidewalk at top speed. Like I just love seeing that jaw drop. But yeah, I think quite often there's an assumption that I'm living at home.
Every time I like hold the door open for a person in a wheelchair, I'm always worried that they think that I don't think they can do it on their own. The reality is like I just hold the door open for people. I don't really mind if you're in a wheelchair or not. But sometimes I want to like slam the door on them just so they know that I know they can do it. You know?
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Truth.
Aaliyah, nice to meet you.
Aaliyah, you said all of these were adults?
I'm going, she doesn't live at home. This is crazy. This is a crazy thing to say. She doesn't live at home, but her parents help her pay for where she's living. I might be totally off base with that, but that's my prediction.
She looks like she's like 16, 17. Like, you look like you could go to school with me, bro.
I'm 25.
Whoa, 25? I was thinking like 21, 22. 25.
I am in a relationship.
Oh, okay. How long have you been in the relationship?
3 years.
What's your guys' 5-year plan?
Really just like traveling and like...
Traveling. They got money. They got money. They're traveling.
Do you guys currently travel a lot?
I'm traveling a lot. He doesn't really travel as much.
I'm going back to my original theory. I think parents' money is in play here.
College for 4 years?
Yeah, and then I went back to school in 2022.
Okay. Was it like what's it called?
Grad school.
Grad school, yeah.
No, I went and got another bachelor's.
Another bachelor's?
Yeah.
For what? Why?
This girl does not live with her parents. Nuh-uh.
Why? But I just don't see why get another bachelor's unless you're like going into the medical field or something. It's gotta be like science or something. I just don't see what other job you would need to like go back and get a different bachelor's for.
What would you do with $1,000? Like if I handed it to you right now, what would you spend it on?
Lots.
Travel?
Probably.
Where would you go?
Well, I just booked a trip to Spain in September with my friend.
Parents' money.
You live with your parents.
You were correct.
Ah, shit. Fuck. Damn it.
As of like 4 months ago, I just moved back home.
Wait, what happened 4 months ago?
So I was living with my boyfriend for 2 years. We lived together.
How come you guys...
Because we wanted to save.
Okay. Well, if we wanted to save, maybe stop going on so many trips, but I don't blame you. I'd rather just go on trips and live with my parents.
That's so freaking smart.
I am gonna bring your father in, and we can hear his side of the story.
Yes.
Oh, is there a different side of the story?
God.
Are you super happy that she moved back home?
Bro's kind of swagged out with it. I love this guy. This guy's got money. I'm telling you, there's some parents' money in play. That's a rich man right there. If not with money, he's rich in spirit.
Yes.
Oh.
It's not a burden at all.
They charge me rent, so I do pay rent. Like living at home.
Just not like
$2,000.
This guy's got money.
Would you be okay with her boyfriend moving in with you guys?
That would be up for consultation with my wife.
If it was all based on you, how would you feel about that?
Kid, don't get him in this situation.
I think he would be fine with it. He would say
You?
yes.
Really?
He would say yes. I think it would be fine.
At some point, I would say yes, as long as we had a bigger house.
You hear the way this guy... I'm telling you, she's not gonna say it. I don't think there's anything wrong with your parents giving you money. I guarantee you there's no world where him and his wife are not helping pay for some of her trips. That boy's got money.
Do you like the boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a great guy.
I mean, he's got an earring. You gotta be loaded. She went back to get a second bachelor's. You don't do that unless you have money, because I just don't see a point in getting a second bachelor.
That's good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too.
And we'll never know, but I know, and we know.
Raise your hand if Emily guessed you right.
I got half.
I think I did pretty well. I think I got most of them right.
Not too fucking shabby. Holy crap.
3!
You had some opinions
Yes.
on those who live with their parents.
Because personally, me, I would not want to live with my parents past when I'm 18. Not that I don't love my mom. I love my mom more than anything, but I don't know. I just crave independence.
It'll change for you, kid. You'll see. You'll see. So, the moral of the story today is don't judge a book by its cover, and we're breaking down stereotypes one cut video at a time. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.